Um, and I want to play school teacher here for a little bit and give you a little background on this. This is a play that was written over 400 years ago, so it's perhaps seen through the eyes of someone from another age. What will help you understand what's going on here. Tartuffe, that's the name of the main character, was written by Molière, who is France's greatest classic playwright, just the way Shakespeare was England's greatest classic playwright. And like Shakespeare, he was an actor and a playwright and a producer as well. And those of you who've seen Shakespeare in Love know that that's the kind of thing that Shakespeare was involved with. Molière, whose real name was Jean-Baptiste Coquelin, wrote lots of plays for his company, and some of the most famous ones are The Misanthrope, The Bourgeois Gentleman, The Imaginary Invalid, The Miser, Don Juan. Molière died on stage. Actually, he had a stroke or an attack while he was playing the lead in his own play, The Imaginary Invalid, and they rushed him home, and he died a few hours later in his home. But he has now become one of the great icons of France, and this play is one of his most famous. His plays all are satires about certain human foibles, and the social satire here deals with hypocrisy and gullibility, and you'll see that as this play unfolds. We have a situation here of a man worming his way into the home of a rich man and nearly getting away with stealing his wife, his daughter, and his house, his total belongings. And we'll get to see how that happens and how the play being a comedy ends happily. Now, comedy to some people means you're going to be laughing every other line, and you're going to have some laughs, but this isn't a Neil Simon comedy or Friends or something with a laugh track to guide you. It's partly the appeal here is partly based on the situation and the characters and the skill of the actors, and they're all quite skillful, I think. We have a great cast. And also the rhythm of it. It was written originally in rhymed couplets, and it's been translated into rhymed couplets. And so there's a great sense of rhythm and rhyme that carries the thing along, and I think you'll enjoy listening to that and just seeing how the translator chose his words to fit the rhyme scheme of the thing, which is a lot of fun. So there are a lot of ways to enjoy this play. And one of them is laughter, but you're not going to be laughing every other line, probably. Let's see, what else do I want to say about this? The art class did our set, and we thank them for coming in and painting and doing all that. And we also, two other people that got left out of the program are Audrey Watson, who's doing light, and Catherine Stideau are doing sound. They want to make sure I announce that. So you're going to hear 3 thumps from backstage at the beginning of the first act, and then 3 more thumps as the second act begins. And that was the style, and still is the style, at least in classic theater in France. And it probably got started back before there were stage curtains that would open and you know it was about to start. But in the darkness you hear the thumps, and that's a French theater convention. So, I think that's all the school teacher stuff you need to know to get through it, and I think you're going to enjoy it. Thanks for coming.
afraid that you're far too sussy for a lady's maid. You break in everywhere and have your say.
When I saw
Boy, you grow more foolish every day. To think my grandson should be such a dump. I've said 100 times, if I've said it once, that if you keep the course in which you started, you'll leave your poor, worthy father broken-hearted. And you, his sister, seem so pure, so shy, so innocent, and so demure. You know what they say about still washing. I pity parents with secretive daughters.
Now, mother.
And as for you, child, let me add that your behavior is extremely bad, and a poor example for these dear children, too. Their dear dead mother did far better than you. You're much too free with money, and I'm distressed to see you so elaborately dressed. When it's one's husband that one aims to please, one has no need for costly frivolities.
Oh, madam, really?
You are her brother, sir, and I love and respect you. Yes, if I were my son, this lady's good and pious spouse, I wouldn't make you welcome in my house. You're full of worldly counsels which I fear aren't suitable for decent folk to hear. I've spoken bluntly, sir, but it behooves us not to mince words when righteous further moves us.
Your man Tartuffe is full of holy speeches.
And practices precisely what he preaches. He's a fine man and should be listened to. I will not hear him mocked by fools like you.
Good God! You expect me to submit to the tyranny of that carping hypocrite? Must we forgo all joys and satisfactions because that bigot censors all our actions?
Hear him talk. And he talks all the time. There's nothing one can do that's not a crime. He rails at everything your dear Tartuffe.
Whatever he reproves deserves reproof. He's out to save your soul, and all of you must love him as my son would have you do.
I know, grandmother. I could never take such a rascal, even for my father's sake. That's how I feel, and I shall not dissemble, as every action makes me seethe and tremble with helpless anger. And I have no doubt that he and I will shortly have it up.
Surely it is a shame and a disgrace to see this man usurp the master's place. To see this beggar, who, when he first came, had not a shoe or shoestring to his name, so far forgetting himself that he behaved as if the house were his, and we his slaves.
Well, mark my words. Your souls would fare far better if you obeyed his precepts to the letter.
You see him as a saint. I'm far less odd. In fact, I see right through him. He's a fraud.
Nonsense! You all regard him with distaste and fear because he tells you what you loathe to hear. Points out your sins, condemns your moral flaws, and humbly strives to further heaven's cause.
If sin is all that bothers him, why is it he squats that when folk drop in to visit? I'll tell you what I think. If you ask me, he's jealous of my mistress's company.
Rubbish! He's not alone, child, in complaining of all your promiscuous entertaining, with crowds of guests parading in and out, and noisy servants loitering about. And all of this, I'm sure there's nothing vicious. But why do people cause to be suspicious?
One needs no cause, they'll talk in any case. Madam, this world would be a joyless place if, during what malicious tongues might say, we locked our doors and turned our friends away. One can't fight slander, it's a losing battle. Let us instead ignore their tittle-tattle. Let's strive to live by conscience clear decrees. Let the gossip gossip as they please.
Well, all of you rattle on the livelong day. Nevertheless, I mean to have my say. I tell you that you're blessed to have Tartuffe dwelling as my son's guest beneath this roof that heaven has sent him to forestall its rest by leading you once more to the true path. That all he reprehends is reprehensible, and that you better heed him and be sensible. These visits, balls, last. Party the towers of Babylon, because the guests all babble on with never a pause. And then he told a story which I think, I heard that laughter and I saw that wink. Go find your city friends and laugh some more. Enough! I'm going! Don't show me the door! I leave this household much dismayed and vexed. I cannot say when you shall see me next. Stop gaping in a space! I'll put some sense into that stupid face! Move, you slob!
I think I should stay behind. I want no further pieces of her mind. Oh, that's all. Lady
Oh, what she wouldn't say if she could hear you speak of her that way. She'd thank you for the lady, but I was sure she'd find the, a little premature.
What a scene she's made. What a din. How that man Tartuffe has taken her in.
Yes, but her son is even worse, Steve. His folly must be seen to be believed. But he's quite lost his senses since he fell beneath Tartuffe's infatuating spell. He calls him brother and loves him as his life, preferring him to mother, child, or wife. In him and him alone will he confide. He's made him his confessor and his guide. He pets and pampers him with love more tender than any pretty mistress could engender. He gives him the place of honor when they dine. Delights to see him gorging like a swine. He stuffs him with dainties until his guts distend. And when he belches, cries, God bless you, friend. In short, he's mad. He worships him, his dotes. His deeds he marvels at, his words he quotes. Seeking each act a miracle, each word oracular to those that Moses heard. And Tartuffe, much pleased to find so easy a victim, has in 100 ways beguiled and tricked him, milked him of money, and with his permission developed here a sort of inquisition. You did well not to follow. She stood in the door and said verbatim all she said before. I saw my husband coming. I think I'd best go upstairs and take a little rest.
I'll wait here and greet him, but then I must go. I've really only time to say hello.
Sound to about my sister's wedding, please. I think that Tartuffe's against it, and that he's been urging father to withdraw his blessing. As you well know, I find that most distressing. Unless my sister and Valère can marry, my hopes to marry his sister will miscarry, and I am determined to have a wife.
He's coming!
Oh, brother, good day. Well, welcome back. I'm sorry I can't stay. Oh, Doreen? How is the country? Booming, I trust, and ringing. Excuse me, brother, one moment. Doreen! Has all been well these 2 days I've been gone? How are the family? What's been going on?
Your wife, 2 days ago, had a bad fever and a fierce headache which refused to leave her.
Oh. And Tartuffe?
Tartuffe? Why, he's round and red, bursting with health, and excellently fed.
Poor fellow.
That night, the mistress was unable to keep a single bite at the dinner table. Her headache pains, she said, were simply hellish.
Oh. And Tartuffe?
He ate his meal with relish and zealously devoured in her presence a leg of mutton and a brace of pheasant.
Poor fellow.
Well, the pains continued strong, and so she tossed and tossed the whole night long. Now icy cold, now burning like a flame. We sat beside her bed till morning came.
Oh. And Tartuffe?
Why, having eaten, he rose and sought his room already in a doze.
but it was warmed and snored away in perfect peace until break of day.
Poor fellow.
After much ado, we talked her into dispatching someone for the doctor. He bled her, and the fever quickly fell.
Oh. And Tartuffe?
He bore him very well. To keep his cheerfulness at any cost, and make up for the blood Madame lost, he drank at lunch 4 beakers full of port.
Poor fellow.
Both are doing well in short. I'll go tell Madame you've expressed keen sympathy and anxious interest.
That girl was laughing in your face. And though I've no wish to offend you, even so I'm bound to say she had some excuse. How could you possibly be such a goose? Are you so dazed by that man's hocus pocus that all the world save him is out of focus? You've given him clothing, shelter, food, and care. What must you all
Brother, stop right there. You do not know the man of whom you speak.
I grant you that, but my judgment's not so weak that I can't tell by his effects on others.
Ah! When you meet him, you two will be like brothers. There's been no loftier soul since time began. Why, he's a man who... an excellent man. Why, thanks to him, I'm a changed man indeed. Under his tutelage, my soul's been freed from earthly love and every human tie. Why, my wife, mother, children, brother could die, and I'd not feel a single moment's pain. That's a bargain. Oh, had you seen Tartuffe as I first knew him, your heart, like mine, would have surrendered to him. He used to come into our church each day, and humbly kneel nearby and start to pray, and draw out the eyes of everybody there with the deep fervor of his heartfelt prayer. And when I rose to go, he'd run before to offer me holy water at the door. His servant man, no less devout than he, informed me of his master's poverty. I gave him gifts, but in his humbleness he begged me every time to give him less. Oh, that's too much, he cried. Too much by twice. I don't deserve it. The half, sir, would suffice. And when I wouldn't take it back, he'd give half of it to the poor right then and there. At length, Heaven prompted me to take him in, to dwell with us, and free our souls from sin. He guides our lives, and to protect my honor, saved by my wife, and keeps an eye upon her, and tells me whom she sees and all she does, and seems more jealous than I ever was. And how austere he is. In the smallest trifles, he's extremely strict. Why, just last week, his conscience was severely pricked because he caught a flea while praying and killed it, so he felt too wrathful.
God, man! You lost all common sense? Or is this some joke at my expense? How can you stand there in all sobriety and...
Brother, your language savors impiety. Too much free thinking made your faith unsteady. And as I've warned you many times already, it will get you in trouble before yours.
So I've been told before by dupes like you. Seems like you have all of us blind as well. The clear-eyed man will call it infidel. And just as those whose courage shines the most in battle are the least people, I suppose. So that those whose hearts are too pure and lowly don't make a flashy show of being holy. There's a vast difference, so it seems to me, between true piety and hypocrisy. How do you fail to see it, might I ask? Is a face quite different from a mask? There's just one insight I dare to claim. I know that you and both are not the same. These calculating souls to offer prayers, not to their makers, but as public wares. Seeks to buy respect and reputation with lifted eyes and sighs and exaltation. Who makes their zeal upon their enemies? God's men are vengeful, sly, and cold as ice. Shades are all too common, yet for the wise, true piety isn't hard to recognize. I think you've been rightly loose.
Now then, dear brother, is your speech concluded?
Why?
Your servant,
No, brother, wait. There's one more matter. You agreed of late that young Valère might have the Tartuffe hair.
I did.
And such a date, I understand.
Quite so.
You've now postponed it, is that true?
No doubt.
The match no longer pleases you.
Who knows?
Do you mean to go back on your word?
I won't say that.
Has anything occurred which might entice you to break your pledge?
Perhaps.
Why must you have an hard head? The boy asked me to sound you in the affair.
It's been a pleasure.
But what can I tell the man?
Whatever you like.
What have you decided? What are your plans?
I plan, sir, to be guided by heaven's will.
Come, fella, don't talk rot. You've given Valère your word. Will you keep it or not?
Good day.
This looks like poor Valère's undoing. I'll go and warn him that there's trouble brewing.
Marianne!
Yes, Father?
A word with you. Come here.
What are you looking for?
Eavesdroppers, dear. I'm making sure we shan't be overheard. Someone up there can catch on every word. Good. Good thing. Now, Marianne, my child, you're a sweet, respectable mother, whom I hold dearly and think most highly of.
I'm deeply grateful, Father, for your love.
Oh, that's well said, daughter. And you can repay me if in all things you cheerfully obey me.
To please you, sir, is what delights me best.
Good, good. Now, what do you think of Tartuffe, our guest?
I, sir?
Yes? Weigh your answer. Think it through.
Oh, dear. I'll say whatever you wish me to.
Good, good. That's well said. Now, say of him then that he's the very worthiest of all men, and that you would rejoice in being his wife, if that should be my choice. Well?
What?
What's that?
Well? Forgive me, pray.
But did you not hear me?
Of whom, sir, must I say that I'm fond of him and would rejoice in being his wife? Should that be your choice?
Why, of Tartuffe.
But, Father, that's false, you know. Why would you have me say what isn't so?
Because I am resolved it shall be true. That it's my wish should be enough for you.
You can't mean Father!
Yes. Tartuffe shall be allied by marriage to this family, and to be your husband. Is that clear? It's a father's privilege to be able to... What are you doing here? It's curiosity so fierce a passion that you must eavesdrop in this fashion?
There's lately been a rumor going about, based on some hunt or chance remark, no doubt, that you mean Marianne to wed Tartuffe. I laughed it off, of course, as just a spoof.
Find it so incredible?
Yes, I do. I won't accept that story even from you.
Well, you'll believe it when the thing is done.
Yes, yes, of course. Go on and have your fun.
I've never been more serious in my life.
Ha!
Daughter, I mean it. You're to be his
keep him busy. And then in terms of wealth and rank, what is he? Why should a man of property like you got a beggar son-in-law?
That will do. Speak of his poverty with reverence. His is a pure and saintly indigence which far transcends all worldly pride and self. He lost his fortune, as he says himself, because he cared for heaven alone, and in doing so was careless with his interests here below. I mean to get him out of his present straits and help him recover his estate, which in his part of the world have no small fame. Poor though he is, he's a gentleman just the same.
Doesn't it seem to you a trifle grim to give a girl like her to a man like him, when two are so ill-suited? Can't you see what the sad consequence is bound to be? A young girl's virtue is imperiled, sir, when such a marriage is imposed on her. If one's bridegroom isn't one's taste, it's hardly an inducement to be chaste. It's hard to be a faithful wife, in short, to certain husbands of a certain sort. And he who gives his daughter to a man she hates must answer for her sins of heaven's gate. Think, sir, before you play so risky a role.
This servant girl presumes to save my soul.
You do well to ponder what I've said.
Daughter, we'll disregard that dunderhead. Just trust your father's judgment. Oh, I'm aware that I once promised you to young Valère, but now I hear he gambles, which greatly shocks me. What's more, I've got doubts about his orthodoxy. His visits to church I know are very few.
Would you rather have him go at the same hours as you and kneel nearby to be sure of being seen?
I can dispense with such remarks, Doreen. Tartuffe, however, is sure of heaven's blessing, and that's the only treasure worth possessing. This match will fill you up with joy beyond all measure. Your cup will overflow with every pleasure. No harsh word be heard, no frown be seen, and he shall make you happy as a queen.
It's for your own sake that I interfere.
Most kind of you. Now, hold your tongue, do you hear?
If I didn't love you,
Spare me your affection.
I love you, sir, in spite of your objection.
Blah!
I can't bear, sir, for honor's sake, to let you make this ludicrous mistake.
You mean to go on talking?
If I didn't protest this sinful marriage, my conscience couldn't rest.
If you don't hold your tongue, you little shrew, I'll...
Lost your temper, a pious man like you.
Yes, your talk and tongue are maddened by it. Once and for all, I tell you to be quiet.
Well, I'll be quiet, but I'll be thinking hard.
Think all you like, but you had better guard that saucy tongue of yours, or I'll have it. Now, doctor, you must accept, and with good grace, the husband I've selected, your wedding day. You know what? I also believe that Tartuffe is a very wise man, and I've weighed this matter fully.
It drives me wild that I can't speak.
Now, I understand that Tartuffe is no young dandy, but still, his person
Is as sweet as candy.
is such that even if you shouldn't care for his other traits,
They'll make a lovely pair. If I were she, no man would marry me against my inclination against Godfrey. He'd learned before the wedding day was over how readily a wife can find a lover.
It seems you treat my orders as a joke.
Why, what's the matter? 'Twas not to you I spoke.
What were you doing?
Talking to myself. That's all.
One more bit of impudence and gall, and I shall give her a good slap in the face. Now, daughter, I mean to be obeyed. You must accept, and with good grace, the husband I've selected, your wedding day. Yes. Why don't you talk to yourself?
I've nothing to say.
Come on! Just one word!
Thank you, sir. Ask.
Come on! Speak! I'm waiting!
I'll not be such an ass.
In short, dear daughter, I mean to be obeyed, and you must bow to the sound choice I have made.
I've not wed this monster, even in jest.
Daughter, that maid of yours is a thorough pest. She's made me sinfully annoyed and kettled. I cannot speak further. My nerves are too unsettled. She's upset me so by her insolent talk. I must calm myself by going for a walk.
Well, have you lost your tongue, girl? Must I play your part and say the lines you ought to say? Faced with a face so hideous and absurd, can you not utter one dispensing word? What good would it do? A father's power is great. Resist him now, or 'twill be too late. Tell him one cannot love at a father's whim, that you shall marry for yourself, not him. That since it's you who are to be the bride, it's you, not he, who must be satisfied. And if his Tartuffe is so sublime, he's free to marry him at any time.
I vowed so long to father's strict control. I couldn't oppose him now to save my soul.
Come, Marianne, do listen to reason, won't you? The lad has asked your hand. Do you love him or don't you?
Oh, how unjust of you. What can you mean by asking such a question, dear Doreen? You know the depth of my affection for him. I've told you 100 times I adore him.
I don't believe in everything I hear. Who knows if your professions were sincere?
They were, Doreen, and you do me wrong to doubt it. Heaven knows I've been all too frank about it.
You love him then?
Oh, more than I can express.
And he, I take it, cares for you no less?
I think so.
And in truth, with equal fire, burn to be married?
That is our one desire.
What is Tartuffe then? What of your father's plan?
I'll kill myself if I'm forced to wed that man.
I hadn't thought of that recourse. How splendid! Die and all your troubles will be ended. A fine solution. Oh, madam
father, as you suggest, would it not seem unmaidenly at best? Shall I defend my love at the cost of bravenness and disobedience? Shall I crave my heart's desires and flaunt?
No, I ask nothing of you. Clearly you want to be Madame Tartuffe, and I feel bound not to oppose a wish so very sound. What right have I to criticize the match? Indeed, my dear, the man's a brilliant catch. Your Tartuffe. Now there is another way. Yes, yes, Miss your Tartuffe, I'm bound to state, quite a person that's not to be denied. 'Twill be no little thing to be his bride. The world already rings with his renown. He's a great noble in his native town. His ears are red, he has a pink complexion, and all in all, he'll give you to perfection. Dear God! Oh, how triumphant you'll feel at having caught a husband so ideal.
Oh, do stop teasing and use your cleverness to get me out of this appalling mess. Enlighten me, and I'll do whatever you say.
Oh no, a dutiful daughter must obey her father, even if he weds her to an ape. Oh, he's a bright future. Why struggle to escape?
Oh, you turn my blood to ice. Stop torturing me and give me your advice.
Your servant, madame.
Doreen, I beg.
No, you deliver. This marriage must go through.
Doreen! No, not Tartuffe. You know I think him.
Tartuffe is your cup of tea, and you shall drink him.
I've always told you everything and relied.
No, you deserve to be Tartuffified.
Well, since you mock me and refuse to care, I'll henceforth seek my solace in despair. Despair shall be my only counselor and friend, and help me bring my sorrows to an end.
My anger has subsided. You deserve some pity, I've decided.
Doreen, if father makes me undergo this dreadful martyrdom, I'll die. I know.
Don't fret. It won't be difficult to discover some kind of action. Oh, but here's the lair.
Madam, I just received some disturbing news regarding which I'd like to hear your views.
What news?
You're marrying Tartuffe?
I find that Father God has
Father, madam,
has just admitted that it is Tartuffe he wishes me to wed.
can he be serious?
Oh, indeed he can. He's clearly put his heart upon the plan.
And what position do you propose to take, madam?
Why, I don't know.
For heaven's sake, you don't know?
No,
Well.
advise me, you.
Marry the man. That's my advice to you.
That's your advice,
Yes.
truly?
Oh, absolutely. You can choose more wisely, more astutely.
Thanks to this counsel. I'll follow it, of course.
Do. I'm sure it will cause you no remorse.
To give it didn't cause your heart to break.
I gave it, madam, only for your sake.
And it's for your sake that I take it, sir.
Let's see which fool proves the stubborner.
So, I am nothing to you, and it was black deception when you...
Enough. You told me plainly that I could wed the man my father has chosen for me. And since you deigned to counsel me so wisely, I'd rather stand to do as you advise me.
Ah, no. It was not by me that you were swayed. No, your decision was already made. Though now, to save appearances, you protest that you're betraying me at my behest.
Just as you say.
Quite so, and now I see that you were never truly in love with me.
Alas, you're free to think so if you choose.
I choose to think so. And here's a bit of news. You spurned my hand, but I know where to turn for kinder treatment.
lady I have in mind, whose sweet and generous nature will not scorn to compensate me for the loss I've borne.
I'm no great loss, and I'm sure you'll transfer your heart quite painlessly from me to her.
I'll do my best to take it in my stride. The pain I feel at being cast aside, time and forgetfulness may put an end to, or if I cannot forget, I shall pretend to. No self-respecting person is expected to go on loving once we've been rejected.
Now that's a fine, high-minded sentence.
One to which any sane man would assent. Would you have it that I pined away in hopeless passion till my dying day? Am I to yield you to a rival's arms and not console myself with others' charms?
So then, console yourself. I wish you to. Indeed, I cannot wait.
You wish me to?
Yes.
That's the final straw. Madam, farewell. Your wish shall be my law. This breach, remember, though you're making, it's you who's driven me to the step I'm taking.
Of course.
Remember, too, that I am merely following your example.
I see that clearly.
Enough! I'll go into your bidding then.
Good.
You shall never see this face again.
Excellent.
Yes?
What?
What's that? What did you say?
Nothing. You're dreaming.
Ah, well, I'm on my way. Farewell, madame.
Farewell.
If you ask me, those of you are as mad can be. Do stop this nonsense now. I've only lived with trouble so long to see where it could get you. Woo them if you're Blair.
What's this, Doreen?
Come here.
No, my heart's too full of spleen. Don't hold me back, her wish must be obeyed.
Stop.
No, my decision's made.
Oh, ho.
He hates the sight of me, that's plain. I'll go and so deliver him from pain.
And now you run away. Come back.
No, nothing you say can keep me here. Let's go.
You will fear my presence, I perceive. To spare her further torment, I shall leave.
Again? You'll not escape, sir. Don't you try it. Oh, you come here, you two. It's nothing and me.
But what do you want of me?
We're going to have a little armistice. Now, weren't you silly get so
Didn't you see how badly I was treated?
Aren't you a simpleton who lost your head?
Didn't you hear the hateful things he said?
You're both great fools.
His sole desire for that to be yours again. Oh, not elsewhere. He loves you only, and wants no rights of you, Marianne. Oh, what mistake life. Then why you advise me so I cannot see?
On such a question, why ask advice of me?
Oh, you're impossible! Give me your hands, you two. Yours first,
But why?
and now a hand from you.
What are you doing?
There! A perfect fit. You suit each other better than you'll admit.
Don't be so huffy. Give a man a look of kindness, won't you, Marianne?
I tell you, lovers are completely mad.
Now come, confess that you were very bad. You hurt my feelings as you did just now. I have a just complaint you must allow.
And you must
come near as well to join our fashion. Bye.
Though each of us will do his best, it's on your good heart which my hopes shall rest.
No matter what father may decide, none but the heir shall claim me as his bride.
Oh, how those words can tempt me. Come what will.
Oh, lovers. Their tongues are never still. No time to chat. You leave by this door, and you leave by.
May lightning strike me even as I speak. May all men call me cowardly and weak. If any fear or scruple holds me back from settling things at once with that great quack.
Now, don't give way to violent emotion. Your father's merely talked about this notion. Oh. And words and deeds are far from being one. Much that is talked about is left undone.
No, I must stop that scoundrel's machinations. I'll go and tell him off. I'm out of patience.
Do calm down and be practical. I'd rather my dismissal of him. And with your father. She has some influence with Tartuffe, I've noted. Hangs upon her words, seems most devoted, and may indeed be smitten by her charm. Thank heaven it's true. Who do I cause no harm? She sent for him just now. He sounds an out on the failure, so thinks about. She'll find out where he stands, and tell him too what dreadful strife and trouble will ensue if he lends countenance to your father's plan. Couldn't get him to see him, but his man says he's almost finished with his prayers. Go on now, I'll catch him when he comes downstairs.
I want to hear this conference and I will.
No, they must be alone.
I'll keep still.
Not you, I know your temper. You start a brawl and shout and stamp your foot and spoil it all.
I won't.
Lord, you're inducing.
Hang off my hair shirt. Put my stirrups in place.
Oh, he's coming. Get like.
And pray for heaven's perpetual grace. I'm off to prison now to share my last few coins with the poor wretches there.
Dear God, what affectation. What a face.
You wish to see me?
Yes.
For mercy's sake, please take this handkerchief before you speak.
What?
Cover that bosom, girl! And unclean thoughts are difficult to control. But sight given the mind is so.
Your soul, it seems, very poor defenses. And flesh, what should impact on your senses? It's strange that you're so easily excited. My own desires are not so soon ignited, and if I saw you naked as a beast, not all your hides, me in the fleet.
Girl, speak more modestly. Unless you do, I shall be forced to take my leave of you.
Oh, no. It's I who must be on my way. I've just one little message to convey. Madame is coming down and begs you, sir, to stay and have a word or two with her.
Gladly.
That had a softening effect. I think my guess about him was correct.
Will she be long?
No. That's the step I hear. Ah, here she is, and I shall disappear.
May
his goodness, Creator, preserve your body and soul forevermore, and bless your days and answer such the plea of one who is its humblest votary.
I thank you for that pious wish, but please do take a chair and let's be more pleased.
I trust that you are once more well and strong.
Oh yes, the fever didn't last for long.
My prayers are too unworthy, I'm sure, to have gained from heaven this most gracious cure. But lately, madam, my every supplication has had object for your recuperation.
You shouldn't have troubled so. I don't deserve it.
Your health is priceless, madam, and to preserve it, I'd gladly give my own, in all sincerity.
So you have to us all in Christian charity. You've been most kind. I count myself indebted.
'Twas nothing, madam. I long to serve you better.
There's a private matter I'm anxious to discuss. I'm glad there's no one here to hinder us.
I too am glad. It floods my heart with bliss to find myself here. Alone. But just the same. Pray with all my power. Pray in vain until this happy hour.
Please, you won't take long, sir. And I hope you'll be entirely frank and unconstrained with me.
Indeed, there's nothing I'd rather do than bare my inmost heart and soul to you. First, let me say what remarks I've made about the constant visits you have paid were prompted not by any mean emotion, but rather by pure and deep devotion. A fervent zeal
No
which...
need for explanation. Your sole concern, I'm sure, was my salvation.
Quite so. In such great fervor do I feel...
Oh, please, your patience.
'Twas from excess of zeal. I never meant to cause you pain. I swear. I'd rather...
What can your hand be doing there?
Stealing your gown. Put soft. Purring over the...
Please, I'm extremely ticklish. That's enough.
My. What lovely lacework upon your dress. The workmanship's miraculous. No less. I've not seen anything to equal it.
Yes, quite. But let's talk business for a bit. They say my husband used to break his word and give his daughter to you, sir. Have you heard?
He did once mention it, but I confess, I dream of quite a different happiness. It's elsewhere, madam, that my eyes discern a promise for that bliss for which I yearn.
I see. You care for nothing here below.
Ah, well, my heart's not made of stone, you know.
All your desires mount heavenward, I'm sure, in scorn of all that's earthly and in store.
A love of heavenly beauty cannot preclude a proper love for earthly pulchritude. Our senses are quite brightly captivated by pleasant works our Maker has created. Some glory clings to all that heaven has made. In you, all heaven's marvels are displayed. On that fair face, such beauty has been lavished. The eyes are dazzled and the heart is ravished. How can I look upon you, O flawless creature, and not adore the author of all nature? Feeling in love, both passionate and pure, for you is triumph of self-portraiture. I abide your judgment, and as you think best, I shall be either miserable or blessed.
Your declaration is most doubtful, sir, but don't you think it's out of character? You'd have done better to restrain your passion and think before you spoke in such a fashion. It ill becomes a pious man like you.
I may be pious, but I'm human too. Keep your flesh months before you die. A man has not the power to be wise. With me, of course, there be no need for anxiety, no fear of scandal or of notoriety. Men of my sort, however, love discreetly. One may trust our reticence completely. In short, I offer you, my dear Elmira, love without scandal, pleasure without fear.
I heard your welcome speeches to the end, and what you urge I clearly apprehend. Aren't you afraid that I may take the notion to tell my husband of your warm devotion? And that supposing he were duly told, his feeling toward you might grow rather cold.
I know, dear lady, that your exceeding charity will lead your heart to pardon my temerity. And that, oh verily, you will bear in mind that I'm but flesh and blood, and not blind.
Some women may be otherwise, but all remains discreet about your life. I'll tell my husband nothing of what's occurred. If in return you'll give your solemn word to advocate as forcefully as you can the marriage of Valère and Mary Ann, renouncing all desire to dispossess another of his rightful happiness, and that the...
No! Will not hush up this vile affair. I heard it all inside that closet there, where heaven, in order to confound the pride of this great rascal, prompted me to hide. Now I have my long-awaited chance to punish his deceit and arrogance, and give my father clear and shocking proof of the black character of his dear Tartuffe.
I'll be content that he was nothing to serve my needs. My promise, silence, don't make me break my word.
You have your reasons for taking such a course, and I have reasons too, of equal force. To spare him now would be insanely wrong. I swallowed my just wrath for far too long, and watched his bigot bring strife and bitterness into our family life. For too long he's meddled in my father's affairs, thwarting my marriage hopes and poor Valère's. It's high time my father was undeceived, and now there's proof that can't be disbelieved. Proof given to me by heaven above. It's too good not to take advantage of. And may I lose it if for one moment I hesitate to use it.
Now me?
No, I must do what I think right, madam. My heart is bursting with delight, and still with every will I'll not consent to lose a sweet revenge of which I've been. And now we'll settle matters without further ado. And here most opportunely is my cue. Father! I'm glad you joined us. Let's advise you of some fresh news that will surprise you. It seems you've been paid with interest for all your loving kindness to our guest. He's proved his warm and grateful feelings toward you. And with a pair of horns, he would reward you. Yes, I found him with your wife and heard his whole adulterous offer. Every word. She, with her altogether disposition, would not have told you of his proposition. But I will not make terms with such brazen lechery, and feel to do such would be treachery.
And I hold that one's husband's peace of mind should not be spoiled by tattle of this kind. One's honor doesn't require us to be proficient in keeping men at bay. It's quite sufficient. These are my sentiments, and I wish to me that you had heeded me and held your peace.
Can it be true, brother? This dreadful thing I hear? Yes, brother. I'm a wicked man, I fear. A wretched sinner, all depraved and twisted. The greatest villain that has ever existed. My life's but one heap of crimes that grows each minute. There's naught but foulness and corruption in it. And I perceive that heaven, outraged by me, has chosen this occasion to mortify me. Charge me with any deed you wish to name, or not defend myself, but take the blame. Yes, believe what you are told, and drive Tartuffe like some base criminal from beneath your roof. Yes, drive me hence with a parting curse. I shan't protest, for I deserve far worse. Oh. Oh. Evil boy! How dare you stain his purity with so foul a lie?
Why are you taken in by such a plot? Did you not hear?
Enough, you rogue! Enough!
Ah, brother, let him speak. You're being unjust. Believe his story. The boy deserves your trust. Why, after all, did you have faith in me? How could you know what I might do or be? Though the world takes me as a man of worth, I'm truly the most worthless man on earth. Yes, my dear son, speak out now. Call me a chief of sinners, a wretch, a murderer, a thief. Load me with all the names and most of all. I won't complain. I've earned them all and more. I'll kneel here as you pour them on my head as a just punishment for the life I've led. Oh. Oh.
This is too much, dear brother. Have you no heart? Be still, you monster. Brother, I pray you, rise. Villain, my silence!
Can't you realize?
Just one word more, and I'll tear you limb from limb.
In God's name, brother, don't be harsh with him. I'd rather be far tortured at the stake than see him bear one scratch for my poor sake.
Ingrate!
If I must beg you on bended knee to pardon him.
Oh, such goodness cannot be. Now there's true charity.
I didn't see the
Then I know your motive. I know you wish it. Yes, all of you, wife, child, servants, all conspire against him and desire his fall, employing every shameful trick you can to alienate me from this saintly man. The more you do to drive him away, the more I'll do to keep him. Without delay, I'll fight this household and confound its bride by giving him my daughter as his bride.
You're gonna force her to accept his hand?
Yeah. And on this very night, you understand? I shall defy you all and make it clear that I'm the one who gives the orders here. Come, wretch, kneel down and clap his pleasant feet and ask forgiveness for your black deceit.
I asked that swindler's pardon? Why, I thought...
No! You insult him and defy your father? A stick! A stick! No, release me you. Out of my household this minute. Be off with you! And never dare step foot in it again.
Well, I shall go back.
Well, go quickly then! I disinherit you. An empty purse is all you'll get from me, except my curse. How I blaspheme you! What a son!
Lord, forgive him as I have already done. You cannot know how it hurts when someone tries to blacken me in my dear brother's eyes.
Oh.
The mere thought of such ingratitude plunges my soul into so dark a mood. Such horror grips my heart. I gasp for breath and cannot speak. I feel myself near death. Oh.
You blackguard! Why did I spare you? Why did I not rip you into tiny pieces on the spot? Compose yourself, and don't be hurt, dear friend.
These fiends, these dreadful quarrels have got to end. I've much upset your household, and I perceive that the best thing would be for me to leave.
What are you saying?
They're all against me here. They and charges which you now repudiate, you may find credible at a later date.
No, brother. Never.
Brother, a wife may sway her husband's mind, and many a stuck away.
No, no.
To leave at once is the solution. Thus only can I end their persecution.
No, no, I'll not allow it. You shall remain.
Enough. So be it. But one thing must be settled as I see it. For your dear honor and for our friendship's sake, there's one precaution I feel bound to take. I shall avoid you, wife, and keep away.
No, you shall not. No matter what they say. It pleases me to vex them. And for spite, I'll have them see you with a day and night. What's more, I'll drive them to the brink of despair by making you my only son and heir. Yes, this day on, I'll give you clear deed and title to everything I own. Dear good friend, and son-in-law, it was more than wife, child, or kin. Will you accept my offer, dearest son?
In all things, let the will of heaven be done.
Fall down. We'll go draw up the deed. Then watch them burst with disappointed greed. Yes, all the town discussing it, and truly, fair comment is not possible to our doing. I'm glad we met, sir, and I'll give you my view of this time after the world. As for who's guilty, that I shall discuss. Let's say it was to me who caused all fuss. This quarrel must be made, and my advice is not to put matters to a further crisis.
Alas, for my part I shall take great joy in doing so. I have nothing against the boy. I pardon all. I harbor no resentment. To serve him will afford me much contentment. But heaven's interests will not have it so. If he were to come back, I shall have to go. After his conduct so extreme, so vicious, our further intercourse will look suspicious.
Your reasoning is badly warped and stretched, and these excuses, sir, are most far-fetched. Leave vengeance to the Lord, sir. While we live, our duty is not to punish, but forgive.
Again, sir, let me say that I have forgiven to me. Thus, obey the laws of heaven. But I am not commanded by the Bible to live with someone who smears my name with libel.
You commanded, sir, to indulge the whim of poor Organ, and to encourage him in suddenly transferring to your name a large estate to which you have no claim?
'Twould never occur to those who know me best to think I acted from self-interest. The treasures of this world I quite despise. Their specious glitter does not charm my eyes. And if I have resigned myself to taking the gift which my dear brother insists on making, then I do so lest so much wealth fall into wicked hands, and not as I shall do, make use of it for heaven's glory and mankind's benefit.
Forget these trumped-up fears. Your argument is one the right might well resent. It is a moral burden to inherit such wealth, but gives to me a chance to bear it. Would it not be a decent thing to beat a generous and honorable retreat, rather than let the son of the house be sent for your convenience into banishment? Sir, if you wish to prove the honesty of your intentions, but
It is 3:30. I have certain pious duties to attend to. I hope my prompt departure won't offend you.
Please, sir, help Mary Ann, for heaven's sake. She's suffering so, I fear her heart will break. Her father's plans marry her off tonight. Poor child is a desperate type. I hear him coming. Let's stand together now and see if we can't change his mind somehow. About to smash all the floor in fear.
Ah, glad to find you all assembled here. This contract, child, contains your happiness. And what it says, I think your heart can guess.
Sir, by the heaven which sees me here distressed, if I was ever else to move your breast, do not employ a father's power, I pray you, to crush my heart and force it to obey you, nor by any harmful man. Oh, mercy so, that I'll begrudge the very duty which I owe. And you not so embitter and enslave me, that I should hate the very life which you gave me. If you refuse to give me the one I dared to choose, spare me, please. I beg, I implore, the pain of wedding one whom I abhor. And do not by some harsh abuse of force drive me to contemplate some desperate cause.
Be calm, my soul. No human weakness is
I don't resent your love for him. Allow your heart free rein. Give him your liberty, and if that's not enough, take mine from me. He loves you my money. Take it too, but don't, I pray, include my person too. Spare me, I beg you, and let me end my sad days. Behind a convent veil.
a convent. When crossed in their amours, all lovesick girls have the same thought and joy. Get up! The more you know the man in heaven, the more ennobling it will be to wed him. Marry Tartuffe, and modify your flesh. Enough! Don't stop that whimpering afresh. Be still there! Speak when you're spoken to. Not one more bit of impudent son of you.
If I might offer a word of counsel here...
Brother, in counsel, you have no peer. Your advice is forceful, sound, and clever. I don't propose to follow it, however.
I am amazed, and it's true what you say. Your blindness simply takes my breath away. You are indeed bewitched to take no warning of our account of what occurred this morning.
Madam, I know a few plain facts, and one is that you're partial to my rascal son. Hence, when he sought to make Tartuffe the victim of a base lie, you dared not contradict him. Ah, but you underplayed your part, my pet. You should have seemed more angry, more upset.
When men make overtures, must we reply with righteous anger in a battle cry? I found that a polite and cool rebuff discourages the lover quite enough.
I know the facts, and I shall not be shaken.
I marvel at your power to be mistaken. Would it, I wonder, carry weight with you, if I could show you that our tale was true?
Show me?
Yes.
Rot.
Come, what if I found a way to make you see the facts as plain as day?
Nonsense.
Do answer me. Don't be absurd. I'm not asking you to trust our words. Suppose that from some hiding place here, you learn the whole sad truth by eye and ear. What would you say of your good friend after that?
Why, I'd say nothing by Jehoshaphat. It can't be true.
You've been too long
We'll see how you make good your empty boast.
Send him to me. He's crafty, but he may be hard as the cunningest scoundrel off his guard.
No, amorous men are gullible. Their conceit so blinds them that they're never hard to cheat. Have him come down. Please leave us for this. Now pull up this table and get under it.
What?
It's essential that you leave well hidden.
Why here?
Oh, heavens, just do as you're bidden. Under the table now. And once you're there, take care that you are neither seen nor heard.
Well, I'll indulge you since I promised to see you through this infantile charade.
Once it's over, you'll be glad you did. I'm going to act quite strangely now. And you must not be shocked at anything I do. Whatever I may say, you must excuse as part of the deceit I enforce you. I'll employ sweet speeches in the task of forcing that impossible drop of mask. I'll count on you, as soon as you have seen what sort of man he is, to introduce. Remember, you're to save me from my flight whenever he comes. Come here, out of sight.
You wish to see me, I'm told.
Yes, I've a little secret to unfold. Before I speak, however, it would be wise to check the door, look about the sky. The last thing must happen now is a repetition of this morning's ride. But as it happens, that was for the best, and all has worked out in our interest. This storm has only lessened your position. My husband was never the least suspicious. And now, in mockery of those who do, he bids me be continually with you. And that is why, quite clear from the truth, I now can be alone with my Tartuffe. And while my heart, perhaps too quick to heal, feels free to let its passion breathe with you.
Madam, your words confuse me. Not long ago you spoke in quite a different style, you know.
Oh, sir, if that's what even made you smart, it's little that you know of a woman's heart. That what I lips deny, our tongues confesses, and that in time, all no's will turn to yeses. And still I try to force you to undo the way stands my husband has in view. What did my urgent pleading signify? It's not that I admired you, and that I just floored the box that someone else might own. Heart of a heart, I wish for mine alone.
Madam, no happiness is so complete as when from lips we love, from words so sweet, their nectar floods my every sense, and drains in honey rivulets through all my veins. To please you is my joy, my only goal. Your love is the restorer of my soul. And yet, I must beg leave now to confess some lingering doubts as to my happiness. Might this be a trick? Might not the catch be that you wish me to break off the match with Marianne, and so have feigned to love me? I can't quite trust your fond opinion of me.
Why be in such a hurry? Must my heart exhaust its bounty at the very start? To make that sweet admission cost me dear? You'll not be content, it would appear, unless my store of favors is dispersed to the last Friday and at the very break.
We trust no promised bliss until we receive it. Not till a joy is ours can we believe it. I, who so little merit your esteem, can't credit this fulfillment of my dream, and shan't believe it, madam, until I savor some palpable assurance of your favor.
Come, must you hound and hurry me to death? Will you not give me time to catch my breath? And if you write to press me with such force,
me for some clear proof thereof.
Without offense to heaven, toward which you show such reverence.
If heaven is all that holds you back, don't worry. I can remove that hindrance in a hurry. Nothing of that sort need obstruct our path.
Must one not be afraid of heaven's wrath?
Madam, forget such fears and be my pupil, and I shall teach you how to conquer scruple. Some joys, it's true, are wrong in heaven's eyes, yet heaven is not averse to compromise. I'll teach you, madam, the secrets of that science. Meanwhile, it is placed on me your full reliance. Assuage my keen desires and feel no dread. The sin, if any, shall be on my head. You have a bad cough.
Yes, it's bad indeed.
Perhaps a bit of licorice may be what you need.
No, I've a stubborn cold, it seems. I'm sure it will take much more than licorice to cure it.
How aggravating.
Oh, more than I can say.
If you're still troubled, think of things this way. No one shall know of our joy, save us alone. There's no evil till the act is known. It's scandal, madam, which makes it an offense. And it's no sin to sin in confidence.
It is apparent now that nothing else will satisfy you, and so I acquiesce. And since you ask for concrete evidence, I see nothing for it now but to comply. The fault can surely not be charged to me.
Madam, the fault is mine if fault there be. And
Open the door a little, and peek out. I wouldn't want my tongue poking about.
why worry about the man? He grows more gullible each day. One can lead him by the nose. You might have him fill him with delight. And if he saw the worst, he'd doubt his sight.
Nevertheless, do step into the hall for a minute and see that no one's in it.
That man's a perfect monster. I must admit, I'm stunned. I can't get over it.
What? Coming out so soon? How premature. Get back in hiding and stay till you're sure. Wait until the end and be convinced completely. We mustn't stop till things are proved concretely.
Hell never harbored anything so vicious.
Don't be hasty. Try to be judicious. Stay until the end and make sure there's no mistake. No jumping to conclusions for heaven's sake.
Madam, I've given the neighboring rooms a full inspection. Now, I may at last.
Hold on, my passionate fellow. Not so fast. I might advise a little more restraint. So, you must fool me, my dear saint. How soon you weary from the saintly life. Wedding my daughter and coveting my wife. I've long suspected you. And that appeals. I soon catch you at your double dealing. But now you've given me evidence galore. It's quite enough. I have no wish for more.
I'm sorry to have treated you so slyly, but circumstances forced me to be wily.
Brother, you can't see no more talk from you. Just leave this household without more ado.
Well, what I intended was...
That seems fairly clear. Spare me your falsehoods and get out of here.
No! I'm the master, and you're the one to go. This house belongs to me, I'll have you know. And I shall show you that you can't hurt me by this contemptible conspiracy. And that those who cross me know not what they do. That I have means to expose and punish you. Avenge offended heaven and make you grieve.
than ever. You dare order me to leave.
What was the point of all that angry chatter?
Dear God, I'm worried. This is no laughing matter.
How so?
I'm quite disturbed about that deed of guilt.
You kicked him off.
Yes, it's all been drawn and signed. But one more thing is weighing on my mind.
What's that?
I'll tell you. But first, let's go see if there's a certain strong box in his room upstairs. Wait, where are you going so fast? God, no.
Then wait. Let's have a conference and deliberate on how the situation should have been met.
That strong box has me utterly upset. It's the worst of many, many shocks.
Is there some fearful history in that box?
My poor friend Argyle brought that box to me with his own hand in utmost secret. It was on the very morning of his flight. It's full of papers which, if they came to light, would ruin him. Or such is my impression.
Then why did you let it out of your possession?
Those papers vex my conscience so that it seems best to ask the counsel of my pious guest. The cunning scoundrel got me to agree to leave the strong box in his custody.
Me and Mr. Out on a limb, trusting him with that box and offering him that deed of gift were actions of a kind which scarcely indicate a prudent mind. You've erred once more in bringing him to bay. Should have acted in some subtler way.
Just to think of it. Behind that fervent face, a heart so wicked, a soul so base. I bring him in a hungry beggar, and then... Enough, by God! I'm through with pious men. Come.
Just because one rascal makes you swallow a show of beer which turned out to be hollow, shall you conclude that all men are deceivers, and that today there are no true believers? And it is best to err if err one must, as you have done upon the side of trust.
Father, I hear that scoundrel's an impress against you. That he cried till he forgets how the time of need he was befriended by you. And now he means to use your gift to crucify you.
It's true, my boy. I'm too distressed for tears.
Well, leave it to me, sir. Let me trim his ears. It's lots of flavor. I'll rejoice in doing you the favor of cutting toward his life.
And your distress. What a display of young hot-headedness. You learn to moderate your fits of rage. In this just kingdom, the enlightened age, one does not settle things by acts of violence.
I hear strange tales of very strange things.
Yes, strange events which these two eyes beheld. That man's ingratitude is unparalleled. I saved him, a hungry beggar from starvation, house him, treat him like a blood relation, shower him every day with my Lord Jack, give him my daughter and all that I possess. Meanwhile, the unconscionable knave tries to induce my wife to misbehave, by taking advantage of the gifts I gave him out of Christian love, to drive me from my house and ruin that. That makes me end up a pauper, as he began money.
No, my son, a man of such surpassing piety could not do such a thing.
How's that?
The righteous were always maligned.
Speak clearly, Mother. Say what's on your mind.
I mean to say, I can smell a rat, my dear. You know how everybody hates him here.
Well, that has no bearing on the case at all.
I told you 100 times when you were small that virtue in the world is hated ever. Malicious men may die, but malice never.
No doubt that's true, but how does it apply?
Oh, they turned you against him by a clever lie.
I told you I would care until it's done.
Oh, slanders will stop at nothing, son.
Mother, I'll lose my temper. The last time I tell you I was the witness to the crime.
The tongues of fight are busy night and noon, and to their venom no man is immune.
You're talking nonsense. Can't you realize I saw it? Saw it! Saw with my own eyes! Saw! Don't understand me? Must I shout it in your ears before you cease to doubt it?
Appearances can deceive. We cannot always go by what we see. One can interpret things awry. Good can seem evil to a suspicious eye.
Was I to see his pawing at Elmira as an act of charity?
A man deserves the benefit of the doubt. You should have waited to see how things turn out.
Great God in heaven! What more proof did I need? Was I to sit there waiting until he... You brought me into the breach of impropriety!
No man of such surpassing piety could not do such a thing. You cannot shake me. I don't believe it, and you shall not make me.
If you weren't my mother, I'd say to you, son, something dreadful or other.
It's your turn now, sir, not to be listened to. You not trust us, now she won't trust you.
My friend, we are wasting time which could be spent in facing us to our legitimate. I fear that scoundrel's threats were made in sport.
Do you think he'd have the nerve to go to court?
I'm sure you won't. They'd find it all too crude. A case of swindling and ingratitude.
Don't be too sure. Wouldn't be at a loss to give his claims a high and righteous gloss. And clever rogues with far less valid cause have shut their victims in a web of laws. I say again that you antagonize a man so strongly armed was most unwise.
I know it, but the man with pawing cheek outraged me so. I couldn't control my pique.
Wish to heaven we could devise some truce between you all, some compromise.
I've known what cards he held. I've not been angered in by my little plot.
Who is that fellow? What are you looking for? Don't talk to him. Tell him that I'm busy.
Good day, sister. Kindly let me see your master.
He's in Ross company and cannot be disturbed just now, I fear.
Well, I hate to intrude, but what does brought me here will not disturb your master in any event. Indeed, my information most fitting.
Your name?
Just saying that I may greetings from Monsieur Tartuffe, on whose behalf I come.
Sir, it is a gracious man, and bears a message from Tartuffe, which he declares makes great peace.
Upon my word, I say this man had best be seen and heard.
Perhaps he has some settlement to suggest. How shall I treat him? What manner would be best?
Control your anger, and if he should mention some fair adjustment, give him your full attention. Good health to you, good sir. May heaven confound your enemies and may your joys abound. I've always held your family most dear. I served your father, sir, for many a year.
Sir, to my shame, I cannot now recall your face or name.
Loyal is my name. I come from Normandy, and I'm a bailiff, in all modesty. For 40 years, praise God, it's been my boast to serve with honor in this vital post. And I am here, sir, if you will permit the liberty, to serve you with this writ.
To what?
Now, sir, let us have no fiction. It's nothing but an order of eviction. You are to move your goods and family out and make way for new occupants without deferment or delay. and give the keys.
I leave this house?
Why, yes, sir, if you please. This house now, sir, from the cellar to the roof, belongs now to the good Monsieur Tartuffe. And he is lord and master of this estate, by virtue of a deed of present drawn in due form, with clearest legal phrases.
Your insolence is utterly amazing.
Young man, my business is not with you, but with your wise and temperate father, who, like everyone in Philippines, stands in awe of justice, and will never obstruct the law. For not for a blame, sir, which you rebel against authority. I know that well. Will not make trouble or interfere with the execution of my duties here.
Someone may execute a smart tattoo on that brown jacket of yours before you're through.
I much regret having mentioned such a nonsense of violence in my report.
This man Loyal is the most disloyal sort.
I love all men of upright character, and when I agreed to serve these chickens, sir, it was your feelings I had in mind. I couldn't bear to see the kids assigned to someone else who might esteem you less than subject you to unpleasantness.
Well, what's more unpleasant than telling a man to leave his house and home?
You'd like a short reprieve? If you desire, sir, I shall not press you, but wait until tomorrow to dispose of you. Splendid. I'll come and spend the night here then, most quietly with half a score of men. For form's sake, you might bring me just before you go to bed the keys to the front door. My men, I promise, will be on their best behavior and will not disturb your rest. And with Frank and others, sir, you must be quick and move out all of this furniture. Every stick! Men I've chosen are both young and strong. With their help, it should not take too long. In short, I'll make things pleasant and convenient, and since I'm being so extremely you show me, sir, a light consideration, and give me your entire cooperation.
I may be all but broke, but I vow I'd give 1,000 louis here and now to land one good clap on the end of that thing's snout.
Careful, don't make things worse.
My bootful is to give that beggar a good kick in the britches.
Monsieur Loyal, I'd love to hear the west of a stout stick across your fine broad back.
Take care! A woman, too, may go to jail if she uses threatening language against a bailiff. Enough, sir. This must not go on. Paper, please, and then be gone. Well, au revoir. God give you all good cheer.
May God confound you, sir, and him who sent you here. Now, mother, was I right or not? This writ should change your notion of Tartuffe. You now see his villainy at last?
Oh, thunderstruck! I'm utterly aghast! Oh, come, be fair. You mustn't take offense at this new proof of his benevolence. He's acting out of selfless love, I know. The imperial king enslaved his soul, and so he kindly has arranged reparation against all that might endanger your salvation.
Will you ever hold your tongue, you done?
Come, you must take some action, and at once.
Yes, go and tell the world of the low trick he's tried. Such edict will surely be nullified by such behavior, and public rage will not permit that wretch to carry out his plot.
Though I hate to bring you more bad news, such is the danger I cannot choose. A friend who is extremely close to me and knows my interest in your family sends word that you are in a plight from which your one salvation lies in flight. That scoundrel who's imposed upon you so denounced you to the king an hour ago. Whose secret papers, so he testified, you have disloyally agreed to hide. I don't know just what charges may be pressed, but there's a warrant out for your arrest. Tartuffe has been instructed furthermore to guide the arresting officer through your door.
He's clearly done this to facilitate the seizure of the house and your estate.
That man, I say, is a vicious beast.
Quick, sir, we mustn't tarry in the least. My carriage is outside to take you hence. This 1,000 louis should cover all expense. I shall go with you all the way and place you in a safe refuge to which they will never trace you.
Alas, my boy, I wish that I had the time to show you the gratitude for everything that I owe you. But now is not the time. I pray the Lord that I live to give you your reward. Farewell, my dear. Be careful.
Brother, hurry. We shall take care of things. You needn't worry.
No need for haste. Your lodging is barred. You're outside prison by order of the prince.
Oh, this is the crowning blow, you wretch! And since it means my total ruin and defeat, your villainy is now at last complete!
You needn't try to provoke me. It's no use. Those who serve heaven must expect abuse.
You are indeed most patient, sweet, and blameless.
How he exploits the name of heaven. It's shameless.
Your taunts and mockeries are all of naught. To do my duty is my only thought.
Your love of duty is most meritorious, and what you've done is little short of glorious.
All these are glorious, madam, which obey the sovereign prince who sent me here today.
I saved you when you were destitute! Have you forgotten that, you faithless brute?
No, no, I well remember everything. But my first duty is to serve my king. That obligation is so paramount that other claims beside it do not count. For it I gladly sacrifice my wife, my family, a friend, or even my own life.
You hypocrite! Honestly, most revere he uses to cloak his sloth and camouflage his ruses.
If it is true that you're animated by pure loyal zeal as you have stated, why was this zeal not roused until you sought to make Organa Kagoda than come? Why weren't you driven to give your evidence until your outraged host had driven you hence?
Sir, spare me all this clamor. It's growing shrill. Please, carry out your orders, if you will.
Yes, thank you kindly. You are just the proper person to remind me. Come, you're up to prison to join the other boarders in the king's prison according to his orders.
Who? I, sir.
Yes,
The prison? This can't be true.
I owe an explanation, but not to you. Well, all is easy, and be grateful. We serve a prince to whom all done is hateful. A prince that sees into our inmost hearts, and can't be fooled by any trickster's art. Nor does his love of piety numb his wit, and make him tolerant of hypocrites. The king's mercenary Tartuffe is one, notorious by another name, who's done so many acts of vicious crime that one could fill 10 volumes with him, and be writing still. But sovereign was appalled by this man's treachery towards you. Worst villainy of a vile career, and bade me follow the apostate here, to see how gross his impudence could be, and force him to restore your property. Your royal papers, by king's command, I hereby and give into your hand. The king, by royal order, invalidates any deed which gave this rascal your estate, and pardon further your grave offense in harboring an exile's document.
Heaven be praised! I breathe again at last! The estate! I can't believe
An honest piety, and mended ways, and riot to repentance. Proud our kings of our righteousness. Meanwhile, go kneel before your sovereign's throne, and thank him for the birth
one gladly kneeling and express the gratitude which all offer. Then, when that first great duty is done, we'll turn with pleasure to a second one. And give the lamb, whose love has proven so true, the wedded happiness, which is his due.
Okay, first, we'd like to thank our student directors, Sal and Megan. Director and teacher speak. Techie, so we'd like to thank you guys with Audrey and